don't know what's up with that. Oh yeah, your son said there was, no. Well, I want to talk about if someone else lost a child and they're showing me balloons released in memory of them, and they're actually showing me also something about a portrait. So when they show me a portrait, it either has to be a picture that was either redone or there's actually a tattoo with their portrait on it, and they have to be departed. If someone got you at the face, who's that? It's your mom? It has to be a son, and that's your son, and unfortunately he's departed. Okay, I'm coming. Coming to you. Here I come. See, I don't look like I know what I'm doing, but okay. Okay. Oh, why is everyone like, you know what, I'm just gonna come right here. Excuse me, I can switch in, don't worry. Me? Do you want me to stay here? I don't like that. I don't like that. No, you can sit. Don't get up. It's fine. I just want to be just a little, is that okay? Yeah. He hates that probably. But this is about, who are you? Deanne? Can I go? Because she might be able to answer something. Thank you. So, now, two things. Your son, I'm still amazed that he's somebody that you had a portrait tattooed. Do you want to show that to camera so they can get a shot of that? Your son also, I'm going to say certain things. He says, he actually stood behind you and saluted you. That's usually my symbol for if someone is a fireman, police officer, serves our country, or if they did. But then he said to me, I want my dad to know that I was proud to be his son. He says, and I don't want my dad to have any regrets of feeling that we should have or could have done this, or I should have did more time, or I should have done this. He says, Dad, you gave us a life that some people only dream of. Do you understand that? So, the thing about, yeah, this happens. Hello? My mic, thank God I got a loud mouth. Whether that's your son's spirit or my battery's died. We're good? Yeah. My job's not easy. The thing that I love about your son now, because this is not a common thing that spirit will have me say to somebody, you're going to have to, it might be completely 100% correct, but more importantly, remember what I said. You have to take things and place it on how it fits in your life. Because my life experience is most certainly different than yours. Okay? He says, what he did was show me my dad. My dad worked 2 jobs and wasn't really around a lot when we were growing up. Because he was busy working and providing for the family. Allowing us to have everything in life. And I don't think I've ever shared that with anybody. And he says, and I don't want my dad to have any regrets. Do you understand that? So whether if that is you, sir, work 2 jobs just to provide for your family, do whatever it took to make sure that your family was well taken care of, and more importantly, your son, your children. Know that your son says I wouldn't have traded that for anything. Did you donate your son's organs or donate something? Can you just speak in the mic? That's white mic, please.
His organs.
Yeah. You donated. It's on. Try it again. Let's try it again. Yeah. You gotta love spirit. I'm sorry. So you donated his organs. Now, did you have the opportunity to meet the donor or someone that received his organs, or did you receive a letter?
We just received a letter.
Perfect. So know that as you receive that letter, not only is your son validating, he supports and knows what you did and supports donating his organs, but when you received that letter, his soul was with you at that exact moment. He talks about his eyes and he talks about his heart. I don't know what that means. I don't know if he wanted to. Sometimes when they show me the eyes, it might be something where they wanted to, but we couldn't if we didn't donate the eyes. Perfect. You did not want to donate the eyes. Perfect. And what happened with the heart?
We wanted to, but they couldn't.
Can you say that in the mic?
We thought we wanted to donate the heart, but it couldn't be donated.
Perfect. And the eyes, you couldn't. Perfect. Validating that he supports, and more importantly, that his soul is at peace. Were you holding your son as he took his last breath? This is very important. Or were you there soon after?
Soon after.
Only because, see, this is, you have to understand, I don't know if this is a question for you that you have. I'm going to say something that I'm regretting before I even say it, because he made me feel this way. This is crazy with the mics. He made me feel him. When you were able to have the opportunity to sit with your son's body, was he still warm?
Yes.
I had trouble saying it. I don't know if there's meeting etiquette or not, but he kept making me feel it. He kept making me feel and say, Theresa, I'm warm, right? I'm warm, right?
We had the opportunity to be with him for a couple of days until the organs to be donated.
So know that your son wants you to know that he, as he took his last breath, he felt as if you were holding him. So important. So even though if they might have felt that he had passed on, whatever the situation is, he wants you to know that his soul was with you and his soul left with you. Do you understand that? And he says, and I want you to know that nothing was left unsaid. And he told me again, no regrets. So were there opportunities, sir, that you sat with your son completely alone?
I'm sorry, what?
That happens. Was there an opportunity that you specifically had to sit with him on your own, where you both had separate time?
Yes.
Because oh boy. So he shows me. He showed me that you were saying things to him, whether they were here or out loud, and all he keeps saying is no regrets. Remember the things that we did do. Do you understand that? And how do you connect with the number 15? It could be an age.
The accident happened.
Can you speak in the mic?
The accident happened on the 15th.
To acknowledge that everything and anything that you said to him, nothing was left unsaid, that he heard. And more importantly, he wants you to know that he was not afraid. Do you understand that? Was he not supposed to, because he said, Theresa, he says, he showed, I don't know how to say this, I don't know what this, he showed me something, and I know that this isn't right, but I don't know why he wants me to show me this. Years ago, I channeled a little boy who said, tell my mom I was exactly where I was supposed to be. And the story went like this. As he started to get older, they lived by a very busy road, and his mom said, you're not allowed to cross this road. But I know you're going to because you're getting older and you ride your bike with your friends, so just promise me if you do, you have to cross at the light. That's all I'm asking. So one day, his friends crossed in the middle of the road, and he stood on the corner waiting for the light to change. And a drunk driver hit him and he died. So the mother carried the guilt of that. If she didn't tell him that he would still be here. So I don't know why he wanted me to say that to you. Does that make sense? I don't know if you feel that he shouldn't have, I'm just going to do this vague, should have gone out that night. Or I shouldn't have done this, or I had that feeling, or maybe if you didn't go with them, or if you went by yourself, or if it was someone else that was driving, or if you were with a different group of friends, that you wouldn't have died.
Yeah, all of that.
So I guess what he wants me me to say is that he was where he wanted to be that night. Do you understand that? And he said to me, Theresa, he says, not many people understand. I understand what the Spirit shows me our destiny in life is set. And one of the hardest things as me being a medium is to tell you that because you lost a child due to someone else's negligence. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
How could that be my son's destiny? But I talk about this story in my book about the boy Brian, who died on a family vacation. They didn't want to go on this family vacation. And 2 weeks prior to the vacation, Brian kept talking about, when I die, this is where I want to be buried, I got to get a suit. And his parents would say, you don't need a suit. But both parents felt that they didn't want to go on that vacation. Brian ended up drowning in a man-made lake in front of hundreds of people. I think 4, 5, 6 lifeguards. Where would they feel if they didn't go on a vacation? But Brian said to me years later, he said, Theresa, he says, if we didn't go on that vacation, what if my dad was driving me to baseball practice and there was a car accident and I died? My dad was driving. Where would the burden get by then? So I shared